Visual inspection sounds simple. You look at the product, you check for defects, you decide whether it passes or fails. But in medical device manufacturing, that simplicity is exactly where the risk begins. Because if your visual inspection depends on human judgment, but your documentation treats that judgment as objective evidence, you may have a problem during an audit. The question is not only, did someone inspect the product? The real question is, can this inspection process reliably detect the defect it is supposed to detect? Visual inspection is a test method. Most visual inspection processes do not fail because people are careless. They fail because the process is not defined clearly enough. One inspector may pass a part, another inspector may reject it. A third inspector may hesitate because the acceptance criteria are vague. At that point, the problem is not the inspector. The problem is the method. If your inspection process allows too much interpretation, then you don't have a reliable inspection process. You have opinions. A common example is a procedure that says no visible scratches, no contamination, no significant damages. That sounds reasonable, but it creates questions. What counts as visible? What counts as significant? From what distance? Under what light? With magnification or without? How long should the inspector look? If those details are not defined, every inspector has to fill in the gaps. A stronger inspection process defines what acceptable and unacceptable actually mean. That could include pictures, reference samples, defect limits, measurements, or clear examples of boundary cases. Visual inspection depends on the environment. Lighting matters, distance matters, background matters, angle matters, time matters, fatigue matters. A defect that is obvious under one condition may disappear under another. So if your procedure simply says inspect visually, but does not define the conditions, the method is not fully controlled. A stronger procedure defines the inspection setup. For example, lighting, distance, magnification, inspection time. These details may feel small, but if they change the inspection result, they are not small. They are part of the method. Another common issue is confusing training with qualification. Training means someone was shown what to do. Qualification means they proved they can do it correctly. A training record proves attendance. It does not prove detection capability. For visual inspection, inspectors are part of the measurement system. So you need evidence that they can reliably identify the defects that matter. That could be done with challenging samples, defect kits, practical exams, reference parts, or attribute agreement analysis. The point is simple. If the inspector's judgment determines whether the product passes or fails, then the judgment must be qualified. Even with trained inspectors, you still need to know whether the process is consistent. Does the same inspector make the same decision when seeing similar defects again? Do different inspectors agree with each other? Do they agree with the known standard? If not, your inspection process may not be reliable enough. This is where many companies discover that the problem is not the operator. The problem is unclear criteria, poor examples, weak training, or uncontrolled inspection conditions. Disagreement is not just a failure, it is useful data. It shows you where the process needs to improve. A strong visual inspection file should answer 6 questions. What defects are inspectors supposed to find? What makes each defect acceptable or unacceptable? Under what conditions is the inspection performed? Who is allowed to inspect? How are inspectors qualified? How do you know the inspector is consistent? If the file cannot answer those questions, the audit issue is not visual inspection itself. The issue is that visual inspection has not been turned into defensible evidence. The mistake is not using visual inspection. Visual inspection is often necessary. The mistake is treating visual inspection as if experience alone is enough. A weak process says, trust us, our operators know what they look for. A strong process says, here are the criteria, the conditions, the qualified operators, and the data showing the method works. That is what makes the difference in an audit. If your visual inspection process still depends on vague criteria or experience-based judgment, start by reviewing one inspection step. Define the defect, define the conditions, qualify the inspectors, then check whether the process is consistent. For more resources on visual inspection and test method validation, visit SIFo Medical.